Okay, I'm live. So wait for a few people to pop on and then I'll begin. Actually, I want to get a phone to tell people to share. So okay, so just let me know if you're watching. Let me see if I can share this to Facebook. Hey, Marie. Oh, what the fuck? Hey, Amy. Hey, Marcus. Oh, you know why? Because I'm not logged into my Facebook on here. So I have to just do it like this. Oh my God. Come on. See if Jess can share it for me if she's available. I'm just going to share it on the Ashley V page. Okay. Let's see who's on. All right. So, hey, Charlene. Hey, Adasha. Hey, Jay. Hey, Diane. Diana. Okay. Let's see. People aren't used to me going live on YouTube. They're like, where's the link? It's just, I feel like it's a cleaner energy for me to give out a channeled message at this time. So there'll still be things on Facebook, but I'm really feeling YouTube. So if you could all share this on your pages, that would be great and really helpful. Because I want people to start getting used to my YouTube page. So that would be awesome. All right. We shall begin. So I don't know if I'm going to do the ABC today. I might just do that another day because I'm really feeling like just delivering these messages that have downloaded into me. So we'll just do this. I feel like I'm going to be delivering messages from Mother Earth, Gaia, and then also galactic energy coming in. Thank you, Amy. So this is from Mother Earth, connecting with her energy. And I just want to tell you, like, I've kind of been MIA because I've been doing a lot of purging and clearing, and I definitely needed to step away for a little bit. I'm still not done yet. Like I'm still, like really in like I need rest mode, but these messages wanted to come through and I might be channeling a little bit live, but I channeled most of it before, so I don't have to go in deep channel mode while I'm live and like channeling into all the energies live, because sometimes that's a lot. And I've been doing a lot of integrating as well and like extreme upgrades. So there's been a lot going on where I just needed to pull back a little bit. Even like scrolling on social media or being on social media has been like too much for me energetically. And sometimes that happens, you know, sometimes we just need to step back and reset a little bit. And I was literally working October, November, and December with like no break, you know. I tend to overwork because I love to work. But this year, I really need to learn when I need breaks and when to step back. And because then I just go into like weeks where I just don't want to do anything, which is okay. But for me, it gets annoying because I'd rather take a few days off a week than like 3 weeks off in a month. So I know that tends to happen to me because I work nonstop. So if you've been wondering where I've been or if you're in any of my containers and you're like, where is she? That's why I don't like to do shit half-assed. So I just won't do it at all. That's how I am. All right. So the Gaia transmission. I asked Gaia what she would like to tell the collective. And here's the messages that came through. So the first thing that I heard was be at the mercy of peace right now. So, you know, connecting with that, I was kind of like, okay, well, what does that mean? And it's just like allowing yourself to go through the motions and through the chaos, like learn to be in this in a more balanced energy through the chaotic energy going on right now on the planet. The energy right now is really extreme. It's there's a lot of frequencies that are up leveling and changing, and there's also a lot of fear being projected right now, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But definitely going in, like balancing, learning to just kind of submit at times. And, you know, that's what I've been doing. Instead of trying to push through, I'm like, fuck this. I don't want to push through right now. I need rest, you know, and sometimes we don't push through and it's being lazy. So you have to determine that within yourself. No one can tell you really, you know, how that's going to work for you. But one of the things that's funny is sometimes when I look at words, I see other words. So with mercy, I see Mercury, the planet Mercury, and communication came up. So to me, it's also like within the chaos, like sometimes you're really going to want to disconnect and you're going to want to be aggressive, which I've definitely been feeling a lot of aggressive anger releasing from me, which is why I haven't been showing up, because I don't want to show up in that state, which I set the intention with my coach when she started taking me through the spiral in October, and I'm still in it, is that I need to release anger within me. So if you're feeling that for me, or like you're even seeing that in some of my posts, that's some real shit, man. I'm not trying to hide that. But when it gets to the point where it's like not delivering a good transmission to people, then I will not project that on people. I have to deal with that myself and with the support system that I have. That's how I deal with whatever is going on internally with that. So yeah, whatever that means to you, like Mercury is the planet of communication. So it's really getting yourself together or thinking about the communication that you're projecting at this moment. Is it something that is peaceful, or is it something that is toxic? Because I can be in my anger and I can project it in a way that can help people passionately. Right now, it's kind of the cat's trying to get out. It's not the door moving. It's, you know, it's right now though I'm in a state where I need to like pull back a little bit. So that's also up to you to decide. So another thing that was said, a lot is shifting and you need to show up with self-acceptance in order to receive the energy. So through this chaos, there's actually a lot of good energy integrating on the planet. Check it out. It's almost like it's clouded, like there's a cloudy energy over the planet, and it's making us believe in this illusion that everything is just sucky right now, or it's not going our way, or, you know, a lot of confusion and confliction and Maybe some of you are feeling this. I know that I'm feeling this a little bit. The self-doubt has been a thing for me too. So don't think that I don't get caught up in that, because I do. And I'm always like, a lot of times, especially in the past like month, I've been like, am I ready to teach this? Am I ready to do this? And the answer is a fuck yes. But then there's that energy that comes in that tries to pull you away. And that means that you need a little bit more healing on that end. That means that you need to really open up to whatever it is that you need to let go of. Like with me, I need to let go of expectations and the way that things should work. And I need to let go of expectations of like that everyone that follows me is understanding what it is that I want to bring to the table now. Not everyone is going to understand, and that's okay. But to me, it's almost like I want them to understand because I know that it can help them, but that's not up to me to decide. So self-acceptance in order to receive the energy, meaning like be accepting of where you are in your life. Okay. So this is like one of the things that's coming up is being accepting in where you are in the now, being okay with it, but also knowing what it is that you want to change. But instead of being resentful about the things that you want to change or being pissed off about the things that you want to change, you have to go in that through another direction. And she was bringing up joy, light, inner child, playful energy is how you're going to change that right now. So for me, that's a little hard because I'm the one that likes to flip my anger, resentment, and frustration into passion. And the way the energy is on the earth is not allowing me to do that right now. I have to be a little bit more playful. I have to, that's why I'm kind of like, what is going on here? So I have to step into that. I have to step into almost like that childlike innocence and learn how to exchange that energy in different ways. So a lot of us are, we are in tune. Like there's some people that do that stuff naturally. Like it's very easy for them. With me, I come with a very serious attitude, the way I like to project. So when the universe is, collectively coming in and telling us to change through playfulness, I'm like, So it's sometimes we need to learn these different ways and different directions. This is part of the human process and learning about the human experience. So it's big point right here is accepting where you are in the now, but understanding what it is that you need to change and not putting the energy of anger and resentment behind that, but putting joy, light, inner child, playful energy behind the change. Okay. All right. I'm going to read some of the comments and then I'm going to go to the next part, which is the fear aspect. All right. So Marcus said, I need to learn the difference. Marie said, I'm feeling a lot of anger right now. Yeah, if you got the anger in there, you're going to be feeling it now. I'm telling you that. Definitely feel that. Been pulling back a lot into hermit mode this past week. Yes, a lot of hermit energy is coming up. It's like we want to hide. We don't want people to see us. We want to go in, and sometimes that's okay. I'm balancing both. Got irritated quickly, but I'm clearing my space, which is helping my mind immensely. My brother, who's been gone for almost 19 years, is very present in my dreams. That's awesome. Hey, Colleen. All right, so let's get to the next part. So Mother Earth wanted me to talk about, I'm gonna call her Gaia. I like that better. Gaia wanted me to talk about the energy of fear right now and just some different ways that you can look at it, because I'm dealing with that too. Like I'm dealing with like kind of like a frantic energy, like that frantic fear. And then I let it go and I'm like, it's gonna be fine. I'm fine. You know what I mean? But I go back and forth with it. I really feel like I'm kind of at the end of this. I'm actually taking a vacation next week, so that'll really help me integrate all of this wonderful. I'm going by myself because I don't want to be around anyone. So the illusion of fear is releasing from the planet. So that is something that we're really feeling right now, is the energy of fear is coming up and it's releasing out. So we're it's reflecting on all of us at the moment. Hang on one second. Okay. So this is the word thing again. What do you hear? So when you write down the word fear, just want to show you this because this is like how I see things sometimes. Okay, so we have the word fear, right? What happens when we take the F away? Oh shit, look, it's ear. And I never noticed that before. You know, I was like, oh my God, like I just noticed that now. So what do you hear? Meaning, what vibrational frequencies are going in through your ear chakras, going up through your third eye and your crown, and then being projected out through the bottom energies? Is it you and your doubts? Is this like one thing that keeps projecting out vibrationally at you? Is that the fear that is, really taking over right now? Is it the media? Are there things going on in the media that you're afraid of? Is it has to do with anything work and business related, or is it relationships? So she was telling me that you would know right away which one seems to be most dominant at the time. I'm going to give you some colors to work with in order to release some of this and transmute the energy. So if you want to write them down. But very interesting that fear is connected to ear. So it has a lot to do with the vibrational frequencies. So when we think about the throat chakra, for those of you that don't know, is connected to the vibrations that are around us. It's connected to the ether. So when we go into the heart, it's like the bridge to the upper realms. And fear, by what she's showing me, is going in through here. So it even could be things that like wavelengths that are going on outside of us. Like that's what I'm seeing is like there's a lot of lower vibrational energy trying to come in, or feeding off of that fear being released, because there's also a lot of light coming in right now that a lot of us can't see at the moment, because we're also clearing a lot of karma at the moment. So we're just feeling into like that kind of hectic energy. Yeah, Valerie, fear of not getting answers. Yeah, I can hear you on that one, because it's kind of like, are those the answers? Is it's like a doubting thing kind of going on. Release and cut cords from whatever it is you consciously know is spreading fear. So is it you? So now she's telling me that everyone has something that they're dealing with right now that is fearful. Is it you? Is it the media? Is it your work? Or is it relationships? Like tap into that and set the intention that you need to release that. So if it's you, you need to change the way that you communicate and speak with yourself. If it's the media or anything that's going on, with what you're listening to, you need to stop listening. You need to redirect your mind to something that's more positive. If it's work, business, that might be a little bit harder because, in the workplace, but there's things that you can do to transmute the energy. Or is it relationships? So that's another thing. Are there relationships in your life that aren't serving you, or any people that are kind of getting in the way? So fear to move on would be you, Diana. Fear of not getting answers would be you, Valerie. So that has to do with self-doubt, has to do with your doubts. So that is the energy that I would say would be most dominant right now. Okay. Also, too, is another thing that she's saying that needs to change is like the unknown has always been something fearful to us humans. And then she was making me think of like the characters that come from the unknown. So like this is like being a wrestling fan when I grew up. So like when they used to announce, they still do it. When they announce wrestlers, like they announce their weight when they're coming to the ring, and then they announce like their hometown and where they're from. So like when I was younger, it was, I don't know, I don't really watch wrestling that much anymore, but it was like the Undertaker was like from parts unknown, and then the Ultimate Warrior, and they were always like intimidating or like creepy people, that were from like the parts of the unknown. I even think like the missing link was a parts of the unknown. Oh my God, that's so scary because we don't know what's going on in the unknown. Like that's the Undertaker. He's actually like one of the best wrestlers ever. But yeah, so like kind of creepy, right? So we've been conditioned for a very long time to fear the unknown, and this will not serve us in the new paradigm. So does it mean that we need to like totally be open to everything that is unknown? No. But it's like she really wants us to get in the energy, because this is the only way that she can bring in the energy of the new earth and we can bring in the energy of the new earth, is going into the unknown with excitement and discernment. So that's definitely something to write down. Going into the new earth with excitement and discernment. So if you're not in my protection, boundaries, and discernment course, you should be, because that's going to be the last video that I do. But discernment is a big thing with us. It's tapping in intuitively and getting aligned with ourselves energetically, and really understanding what is for us and what isn't for us. And it doesn't mean that it's good or bad all the time. It just means like what aligns and what doesn't. But I will be going more into discernment as in one of my courses. Anyways, discernment is a big thing. Like, so we can't be afraid of the unknown anymore. We need to understand and appreciate that there's a lot of unknown coming into the planet and coming in galactically. There's going to be a lot of different energies coming onto the planet that humans aren't used to connecting with. And if we're in fear, then we can't accept the guidance from these higher vibrational beings that want to help us evolve, and they want to help us in our evolution process, and they want to help us receive more information from galactic sources and the divine. So we need to be open to this energy for the new earth and the new paradigm. So we need to begin to honor the unknown. So that would be something that would be a great journaling prompt to journal about. How do you feel about the unknown? Do you automatically go into fear mode with the unknown, or do you embrace it? You know, because like I said, as humans, we are taught to completely block and step away from the unknown. And that is not going to work. And it's even funny. I'm watching people just log off. The 6 people exited when I started talking about the unknown. Like, people don't even want, there's some people that can't even comprehend this. This is higher frequency. This is higher vibrational energy. This is why I'm doing this reading a little bit different. You need to understand that the unknown is the way that you are going to experience great expansion. Yes, embrace it, Valerie. Great expansion, and really tap in to the higher frequencies that are on the planet, or you're just going to continue to be drained and moving through these processes, not getting anything done, and kind of walking around in that sludgy energy, that more 3D energy. If you want to move more into 5D, 6D, 7D, 12D, you need to embrace the unknown. That's the only way. So that is a big message right there. Put a star next to that if you're writing this stuff down. All right, so let's lift the energy of fear together. So if you're experiencing a lot of self-doubt, go into meditation and work with a beautiful blue light around your energy field and your aura. That is going to help you release a lot of the self-doubt. And I'm seeing like almost like a baby blue color, a lot more calm. So it's like bringing in a little bit more nurturing energy to yourself. If it happens to be the media, any fear being projected in the media, or you're just afraid of like for the future of humanity or anything like that, the violet light can help transmute that. So you want to just, you want to take a break from anything that you're watching right now, or you keep reading. Like if you're going down a rabbit hole too, and you're reading all these conspiracy stuffs and it's not doing anything good for you, working with the violet light will help transmute that energy. If it's anything to do with work in the workplace right now, or anything to do with your business, yes, Jenny, get comfortable with feeling a little uncomfortable. Exactly. That's the only way that we are going to excel in this new energy coming forth. If we're like looking to know all the answers right away and reassurance and like have to see everything in front of us, you're just going to continue to stay lost. So, okay, work area, gold, lots of gold energy to transmute. And, gold to me is the energy of the sun. So I feel like that Gaia was saying, work with gold because you're bringing down more galactic energy into the workspace. It's also more masculine, and masculine energy tends to move things quicker and break down energies faster than I feel like a feminine energy could sometimes. I guess it depends on which way you're working. And then relationships, it doesn't mean that you have to like hate the person or like fully disconnect, but bringing in lots of pinks with that. So energy of love, unconditional love, without judgment. So yeah, Valerie said, I don't watch the media anymore. It does not serve me. I don't blame you. Heidi said, this is really good to hear. Very good timing. Yes. Awesome. Holy fuck. Okay. Be accepting of your fears now, or they will not release. So here's another thing, is that we need to dive into our fears. We need to face our fears now. So whatever's coming up now, here's the big thing is, it's all right. So this is the message that came in. Love them. Love your fears. Okay. Value them as your teachers and honor them as your experience, and begin to transmute and move forward. All right. Okay. And then what was here? Again, what really needs to change in your life? Journal on this deeply. So journaling on things that you feel really need to change in your life would really help you at the moment. Okay, so we're going to get through this because I'm getting a little tired right now. So Merlin seems to be the ascended master of the month that I'm really connecting to. So working with Merlin, the ascended master, and also galactically, the Pleiadian energy is coming in a lot. So the Pleiadian energy is very loving and nurturing. They connect more emotionally and empathically. So connecting to those two energies would be great for your advancement right now. Okay, so here's some messages from Merlin. So allowing over allowing over expecting is a big thing. So allowing the fears to flow through, stop expecting them to just disappear. Like, don't just think that they're just going to go away. It's not going to happen. You need to face those and look at them head on at this current time. Because if you don't, and this is what I'm really feeling, if you don't, especially this year, they're just going to keep popping up randomly. So to me, it feels like, oh, great, that went away. Like, finally, it just left. And then it's going to re-show itself. Like, unexpectedly, it's going to pop right back in a lot quicker than it normally would. Sometimes I feel like, when you're not dealing with fears, the energy will go away for a while and then it will come back. Not now, not with this energy that's on the planet. It's going to come back a lot quicker. So really dive into it, feel it, work through it, and honor it as your teacher, your experience, all of that. Stop expecting things to just remove because you don't want it around. So that's another thing. Like, stop just expecting things to go away. Like, if it's people, if it's your job, like, it's not just going to go away. You have to work through that. You have to go through the purging process. You have to be the one to begin to remove that and begin to say that it doesn't serve you anymore, or it's just not going to, it's not going to go away. We are in a purging process. Through the purge, we need to release through the breakdown of removing the fragmented layers. So it's removing layer by layer. It's very important right now. So if you're at a point where you're like, I can only work through this one piece of it, then do that, but know that the other piece will come back sooner than later. And then the last message was, you are the magician this month. You are receiving the tools to be activated, use them or lose them. So there's a lot of activation going on right now. And if you're not accepting and if you're not receiving, then you are not going to have a great time this year. So you need to accept the tools, work with them, and move forward. So this is the energy that is happening currently. So when I think of the magician, The Magician is a very powerful card, but when the Magician is not honored, there can be a lot of energy that is all over the place. There can be a lot of energy that is powerful, and then it's used, it's not directed correctly, and then it is not used the way that it was intended to be used. So these are some of the things that you really need to pay attention to at the moment. So it's getting all of your tools in order, and it's getting all your ducks in a row, and it's releasing a lot of this energy and integrating the energy. So there's a lot going on right now. So it's, moving through the motions and honoring all of it. All right. That is it for today's reading. I hope that you all enjoyed, and thank you for joining me on YouTube Live. And I will be doing an ABC sometime soon, so I'll let you know. But definitely expect a lot more of these channeled messages from me, because I feel really aligned with this, and it connects more with what I'm doing now. So thank you. All right. I hope you all have a good night. I'll talk to you all soon.